Today's adventure takes place in downtown Dalton, where we're going to start our adventure out by eating some Oakwood Cafe pancakes. What's going on, my friends? Mr. Nomad Ben here. Welcome to part 1 of 2 of my mini-series, A Paranormal Pancaktivity, or The Spooky Tales of Dalton, Georgia. We're going to kind of hang here in the downtown area for the next couple of vlogs and finding some locations throughout the downtown area and outside of the city of Dalton as well for some paranormal activity locations, or just maybe some spooky areas that are around the area. A lot of spooky history have happened here in this town of Dalton, so I want to go ahead and go to these locations and find them and basically just kind of show you what you could find. If you're ever in this town to visit, you can learn a little bit of spooky history. You can also find the locations through the book of Haunted Dalton by Connie Scott. I was just reading bits and pieces of it through different sources on the internet and previews on Google Books, just trying to find any information that I can find based on research on some of these locations here in the middle of the city or outside of the town. But again, take it with a grain of salt. These are just loosely based research. I didn't sit down and read it entirely because there's a lot of reading involved, but I'm hoping next year or throughout the time I do this YouTube hobby, I could actually get in depth and we could actually get more into the locations here, because there's a lot of things here in the city of Dalton that are kind of spooky. So for the next couple of vlogs, we're just going to go to these locations based on the book that I told you about, and also just some things that I choose, and we're just going to walk around and check out. So before we go, we're going to go ahead and try these pancakes at the Oakwood Cafe. So a little paranormal pancaktivity. I'm inviting you to come and join me. And here we go.
Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben. Tell us all about the finer points of living in your traveling. Food, beer, history, nature quest. Every corner of us all to the great Midwest. Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben.
First thing you see, it says no sweet potato pancakes. Sorry. Well, apology accepted, because I'm not really a fan of sweet potatoes to begin with, so nothing that I'm crying about. And of course, you can seat yourself here. I was kind of hoping I'd see some Halloween decorations. I guess that purple lights is close to the Halloween decorations we'll find in here, but nothing vloggable like last time we were here. So let's go ahead and find ourselves a seat and order some food. Well, I decided to sit over here because the Atlanta Braves made the championships and on their way to the World Series. So I think it is more appropriate that I sit with the honorable players and enjoy some breakfast. So I just sat down to order and looked at the menu. Monday through Friday, it's 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Saturday, only from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. So I looked at the clock, and it was about 10:29. But luckily, I got my order in, so I got my last-minute breakfast. And today I'm having just one blueberry pancake, and just with some traditional scrambled eggs and bacon. Well, I got my coffee fixed. 1 cream and 37 sugars. I'm just kidding. 3 creams, 2 sugars. Oakwood Cafe's coffee is so good. And my food has just arrived. Just simple scrambled eggs and bacon in a blueberry pancake. Considering it's Halloween, let's call it blueberry pancake. I just poured some syrup on my pancake and spread the butter around, and it kind of looks like a ghost as it is. Ooh, this is a pretty massive pancake, I gotta say. $3 for one of these, that's a pretty good deal. Let's go see if I pass the taste test. The little blueberry. Look at this, baby. Ooh, dropped the piece. Not bad. I think I prefer the French toast over their pancakes. It's very good. Don't get me wrong. I'm more of a French toast person than a pancake person, but it depends on the pancake. But this is good. Satisfied. So just a little update about the Oakwood Cafe history. So I found out it's actually been around a lot longer, for 70, 80 years. When I said in my videos it's been around since the 40s or 50s. In reality, Oakwood has been around for over 100 years. Believe it, after 1920, 1929, it was actually in the downtown portion, a little more down that way. But it actually moved to this building at around that time period I told you about. So I bet you that building actually has some share of ghosts. And of course, we're going to head more down this direction through this vlog and the next vlog for more ghosts down that direction. So, a little history I didn't know about the Oakwood Cafe, and try to give you a little more of an update. I try to keep my history pure and updated as possible the more I learn about restaurants or establishments or anything around this amazing town. So let's go ahead and go for some paranormal activity hunting. The first stop on our little tour, the old firehouse. 210 Penn Street is where the location's at. See a little fire truck at the little Dalton Theater. A little history right here about this building. Construction in 1911. Builders, the city of Dalton. Dalton Fire Hall. The building was built after a fierce fire swept through the heart of Dalton in 1911. In the 1970s, it was renovated by the Creative Arts Guild and now the home of the Dalton Little Theater, the oldest community theater in Georgia. And of course, I'm going to leave information, whatever I have researched on or loosely based my research on, in the links in the description below of websites or maybe book passages from the Haunted Dalton book. But they say that this particular theater, people who have acted here for years have claimed that this was a very haunted building. And based on what I saw, if I'm wrong or whatever, it said that there was a firefighter by the name of Carl, died of a heart attack here after he went for a run. And they say that his ghost still lingers in this building today, and the actors who actually set up the props and the sets, when things fall down or even when the lights flicker, that's in there, because there's electrical issues that happen in this building time to time. They blame the ghost of Carl anytime those kind of events happen in there. So perhaps there's a little haunting spirit in here. And also I read that it was also a prankster spirit. So perhaps there was something about Carl that he loved pulling pranks on his fellow firemen. And that his spirit still lingers here in this building. And he likes to pull pranks on the actors who are in there. And I think that's pretty interesting, isn't it? Well, let's go ahead and move forward. We're going to make our way into underground Dalton here just for a second. You know, I would be walking, because I do enjoy walking in this part of town. But it's just a bit chilly today. A little, about 55 degrees. I know a friend of mine, Lover Life Vlog, they were actually at Epcot not too long ago, and they said it was still humid. It was nighttime, so, man, I don't know how it's still humid in Florida, but it's kind of getting chilly down here. But I am enjoying the chill here because it reminds me of my home in Chicago, the windy town. So I do miss this wind chill for sure. So we're on our way to the Landmark building right now. So here I am at Burr Park, seeing the trains go by and construction going on. You can hear the truck going off right here. Well, these people may or may not know that we are at the Landmark building right across from me. They don't know that there's still a haunting presence still happening at this building today. So to get to the Landmark building, you'll need to get to Crawford and Hamilton Streets. Easy way to find it is go to the free public parking area or by Burr Park. It'll just be right over here. So the Landmark building actually used to be called Hotel Dalton before they renovated it and just made it the Landmark building. But legends say that workers that were in this building have heard weeping going on the second floor. So it turns out that there was a woman believed to be pregnant, shot herself in this building as she checked in the hotel, and her ghost has lingered ever since. And people have heard sounds of crying and flickerings of light on the second and third floor in this building. And to continue on the story about the weeping woman, we have to go into the parking lot and make our way to the top floor. So we're in the free parking area right now, and here are more levels of the landmark building here, or former Hotel Dalton. And legends say that the Weeping Woman actually currently resides either on the top floor or the top of the building, because it says in legends that she feels closer to God being on the top floor of the building, but she's not ready to receive her spirit to God yet. She continues to linger here and continue to cry. Interesting. You want to be close to God, but you're not ready to go just yet. You want to stay here in this building. So interesting legend right there. Let's keep going. So next on our spooky landmark tour is the Thomas A. Berry house. This house belonged to Thomas A. Berry and his wife, Mary Elizabeth Bass. This house was a gift by her father, built in 1882. And it's supposed to be a late Victorian style house with some stained glass windows and designs of a wraparound front porch there. So I tried my best to find the spooky legends about this story unless you bought the book. And considering I didn't buy the book, I just went based on research of what I found on the internet or whatever it is I could do for free. So it looks like I will have to buy the book to find out more about the spooky legends. So there are some ghostly presence in this house today. And it looks like you could actually go inside, because I can see a sign that says mask on and has the type of credit cards and debit cards you can use. Unfortunately, I really don't have time to go in the house, so maybe another time we could tour the place if I could find out and I get permission to film inside. But you can see the steps up there, and it's leading up to the roof, and that's kind of interesting. And the design of the house there too, with the wraparound porch. I think that's really awesome. It's quite interesting that a town like Dalton is filled with paranormal activity and spooky tales and legends. And it's not just Dalton, just the surrounding towns of Dalton and Chattanooga as well, and also Atlanta and the towns around Atlanta. A lot of spooky activity in these particular parts of the United States, but everywhere, especially it's historic or things are like kind of ran down and renovated, there's probably some spooky activity that's been going on there. So next stop, and it's going to be the final stop, we're going to go to a gravesite that is so old that it's scary. A place where over 400 Confederate soldiers were buried and 4 unknown Yankee troops have been buried as well. Let's go check it out. And on my way to the cemetery, you can see the landmark building right over there. Actually, a pretty big perspective of the building right there. I like it a lot. So here we are at the West Hill Cemetery. This is the main entrance into the cemetery, greeted by lots of old tombstones here. So a lot of things here are so old that it is kind of scary. Got a cannonball there and some information as well. So we'll go and tackle that in a minute. But you enter through the cemetery, you enter some Civil War trails by the Georgia Heritage Foundation. So let's go ahead and check it out. Considering that we are on a historical trail right now and we are at a burial site, so I just want to say I do respect the dead descendants of the people who are buried here, are possibly still alive today, and they have family members that are still living in this town or the surrounding cities. I respect the resting places, and I just want to record this cool area of awesome looking tombstones and just record for posterity reasons. So let's go ahead and check out the history and looking into the grave sites. So here we are, a little history about the campaign for Atlanta of Johnston's Review. So I'm going to leave a pause if you want to read and check out the history of what we're encountering. This awesome looking tombstone here. And people as old from 1904. They got someone who was born during the war of 1861 to 1945. lot of monuments that are built here in the cemetery as well. And I've always admired tombstones like these here of angels praying. And this person, born in 1870, died in 1895. I always thought that was always cool though. Those kind of tombstones always intrigue me as well. That they're above burial ones. Take a closer look at that one. Another interesting looking angel tombstone. Take a look at that monument over there. Some other tombstones here. July 1865 to 1892. So here we are with this memorial stone here. Just admire the artwork and the history it leaves behind for us. And I came across this particular tombstone here. Born in 1866, died in 1951. But it looks so brand new. Whoever is still in charge of this particular tombstone has really kept good shape of it. And even more from 1869 to 1893. I just love the artwork and design on this particular tombstone. It's very cool. So we made our way from that part of the cemetery, lots of historical cemeterial plots all over there, regardless if they're Confederate or Yankee troops that are buried there or just normal citizens, just a lot of historical tombstones that are back there. So we made our way over here, leave the Fet Jet running to keep the car warm, and here we are where I said that is so old that it's truly scary. The Confederate Cemetery right here. Over 421 unknown Confederate soldiers were buried here, and also out of all the Yankee troops that they buried along here, only 4 were buried here. Here's just a little information. 421 unknown Confederate, 4 known, my bad. 421 unknown Confederates, 4 known Confederates, and 4 unknown Federal soldiers or Yankees are buried here. Some of these men died of wounds received in the battles of the Stone River, Perryville, Chickamauga, Lookout Mountain, Chattanooga, Missionary Ridge, and other battles fought north of here. Others died of disease and sicknesses located here in 1862 through 1864. Were severely important Confederate hospitals where thousands were treated and nursed back to health. Hospitals were moved south at this point in early May 1864 to get out of the path of invading Federals. And I know I could easily open this up, but I want to respect why it's shut. But just all these Confederate troops and 4 Yankee troops buried here. Here we got a memorial over there. I cannot tell who that is. And those who are watching that are from Dalton, please leave in the comments below of who that is. But there's also some information here. Pause if you want to read. That's just called the Soldiers Memorial Statue. And here we are again, the West Hill Cemetery, Confederate and slightly Yankee burial ground. Right here, at this very historical cemetery. Well, friends, that's going to do it for today here at the West Hill Cemetery in Dalton, Georgia. Just checking out some awesome burial cemetery history here. Just looking at some awesome tombstones. But also just to enjoy a good Halloween-themed breakfast of blueberry pancakes. Really blueberry, but blueberry, named after the cereal. And hearing some legendary tales of some paranormal presence that are happening in Dalton, or what people have claimed they have heard and saw. But this is just the first part of this adventure here in Dalton. Tune in tomorrow for more adventures, for more pancakes, more ghost stories, and possibly some more grave sites. And just enjoying the day today. Thank you guys so much for watching this particular vlog. If you guys enjoyed this particular vlog, please give this video a thumbs up. It shows that you cared and you enjoyed yourself. If you're a returning viewer to my channel or new to my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. You enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, like I said, and also share it with your friends and family. Spread the word about this awesome channel and things I'm keeping behind for generations to come. As Adam would say, keeping it for posterity. For not just for my family and friends, but also for your family and friends. I got a lot of other adventures as well. Check out my road trip back home to the Chicago, Illinois area, growing up in the suburban area. And also a trip to a historic theme park, all summer long event. And also, I love to cook. Check out my cooking videos as well. We got more of those coming in the future. And also, hopefully, some more Nature Quest videos as well. So, yeah, I got some ideas brewing. I'm going to say it in the next vlog, but I will say after tomorrow's vlog, I am going to take a bit of a short break, try to brew some ideas, and also get things ready for Vlogmas. So stay tuned for one last vlog to conclude the Mr. Nomad Bentoberfest of new episodes that are happening all Friday and Saturday long for the month of October. And then we're going to take a break and get back to it by Christmas, beginning of Christmas time. So check out those videos for the time being, but stay tuned tomorrow for one final vlog. I enjoy making this vlog, a lot of history here. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. And remember, my friends, eat well and keep your mind walking. I'll see you guys in the future videos. You know, sometimes when I see tombstones, it makes me wonder what kind of tombstone would I would like. So, kind of the old weird noggin that I have. Sometimes what I would like when it comes to my burial tombstone, I'm hoping artificial intelligence will go a long way when it comes to stuff like this. I want to leave recordings behind, just little phrases, and just ways that family and friends could access my tombstone only. To tell them that I miss them and I love them, even when I'm at home with my creator. I don't know, something like that. I know it might sound weird, but I want people to know, no matter what time and point in history are descendants of mine, I want to know that I always will love them.